Today I've got something a little bit different for you. So for those who've been with the channel for quite a while, you'll remember the video that we did with Warrington's other YouTube sensation, Mike Winnett. Now Mike rang me up and said, Ben, I've got a 3 Series, it's not in great shape, can you help me out? It turned out it wasn't a 3 Series, it was an F80 M3 and it was in shocking condition. And for those of you who watched that video, I'm sure you'll agree that we did an amazing job transforming it and making it look tip-top. Now fast forward quite a lot of months and a mate of mine, Craig, who definitely isn't a YouTube sensation, said, Ben, I've just bought 440i and I want you to transform it. I've got a budget, make it mega. So obviously the first thing I did was speak to our mates at PerformanceM, Shaq, who said, mate, that is right up my street. Bring it in, let's have a look, see what we can do. PerformanceM even provides you with a courtesy car, don't they, mate? Bit of a step down from your 440. Nice.
It's a manual as well. I've not drove a manual for a long time.
Enjoy. I'll see you later. First things first, a bit of a road test, and what this is literally just to make sure there's no faults on it and nothing that comes up and nothing that feels weird, right?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Sweet. He's saying he was nervous before. He doesn't really want to be on camera. He's a little bit awkward, but he's smashing that, mate. He just did really well. Shaq, right, so we've just done the test drive. We've established that it's bang on. There's nothing wrong with it. Now, my mate has got some monies, but I know what you're like. He hasn't got as much as you would like him to have, but can you please let us know what it is exactly that you would like to do to this car?
Oh, full transformation, engine power, torque, and mainly suspension mods, I'd say.
Bit of handling mods.
Yeah, because obviously the thing with these are, engine gearbox is amazing. Suspension lets them down massively.
That was very boaty then, I just noticed. It
Usually,
sort of does
yeah,
this.
I mean, it's even worse than the 340 and 440. The 140s are bad. These are even worse because of the weight. So rear subframe, for example, we'll get some inserts in the subframe.
Yeah.
Do the same with the diff to stop that subframe moving. We'll stick some ST coilovers on it, stiffen up the ride. We'll put M3, M4 front arms on it, add some camber and add some caster. And then Jordan will do a full fast road setup. So we use a string alignment. So
nice.
So what that means now, instead of it being set up to stock, which is sent to be for everyday driving, we'll make sure you can actually handle the corner.
Right, so you know here on Evo GT, generally speaking, when we modify stuff, we ruin it. Can you make sure that that doesn't happen, please?
As long as
this
you
isn't my car.
don't put your hands on it, we're fine. As long as you don't touch it, it's fine. Leave it to that guy in there, he knows what he's doing.
Talk me through this, what's happening here?
So, where do you want to start?
Just start.
Arms. Should we start with arms?
Arms, yeah.
Alright, let's start with arms.
What do these do? What?
So
these are off an M4, these are
yeah,
actual...
M3, M4 arms, yeah, so they gain more camber and more caster. Better steering feel, less turning.
Whatever you just said.
Yeah, so better when you're giving it some.
Just better?
Yeah, just better. Everything's better.
Yeah, what else we got?
Rear subframe bushes.
Yeah.
So these are inserts.
Okay.
So I'll show you. Yeah, so the inserts, they go in the subframe bushes.
Okay.
So the issue with the subframe on these compared to like the M cars is that these are void in the bushes. So when you're driving them, and especially when you're sort of driving hard, the whole subframe moves.
Okay.
And it makes it feel really
vague and floaty and weird.
Yeah, just you've been in it, haven't you?
I've been in it. Yeah. It feels. I mean, it was more. I think the coilovers and the suspension, but it felt. I'll do that again. It felt very floaty.
It's very floaty.
It felt very Volvo.
And unpredictable because obviously when that subframe's moving, you just don't know.
Yeah. So that obviously that reduces the amount of movement.
Yeah. So we do yellow and blacks. You can swap them for full bushes, but for an everyday use, yellows or blacks are perfect. So this one's having yellows.
And Mark's got his.
We've got
there.
the Dirt Diggler.
Yeah. What is this?
Shaq Special Dirt Diggler.
Based on me, that.
No, right. What did you say this was? 4.5 inch.
This is 4.5. So we do a 4.5 inch decap.
Yeah.
Which is what this is, and we also do a 5 inch sports cap.
Okay.
It's even bigger, so I can show you a picture of that at some point.
Yeah.
Of the decal on the sports cap. Yeah. Nice plaque.
PerformanceM, very nice. And you can fit your fist in there, can't you?
You can, yeah. These are perfect fit.
Yeah.
Come with 2-year warranty.
Made in the UK.
Made in the UK.
I never know whether that's a good thing anymore. Is that a good thing?
It's a good thing.
That is a superb thing. Good.
We're supporting local companies. So these fuel pumps go on the Gen 2 B58.
Okay. I'm assuming this is a Gen 1.
This is a Gen 1. So like there's like that Supra. And the later that's sort of G20.
Yeah.
So the pumps fit straight on, but the connectors are usually the other way around.
Okay.
So we have them swapped the correct way, so they're a direct fit onto the cars. No need for a wire loom or anything. Bolt straight on, pipes go straight on, loom goes straight on to the end. We sell that as that on the website. Big brand MMR panel filter, but we do all the MMR range.
MMR panel filter. Are they BMW specific or do they do all kinds?
BMW Mini. Yeah. So these are a cotton filter. We always go for the cotton over foam.
Yeah.
It's just long lasting.
So can we use Evo GT99 on MMR? Or
You can, yeah. You can use.
Start at 99% off and work your way back, yeah?
Yeah. Go for the STXs. They're a good entry level coilover.
Okay.
They're made by KW.
Yeah.
Height adjustable. and bound and rebound already preset, so there's less fiddling about.
Well, I've put them exact same coilovers on our Cupra, and I've got to say, I'm really, really impressed.
Yeah, we get really good feedback from them. Yeah, and also because we're running M3, M4 arms, what they tend to do, the fronts drop if you put them on normal lowering springs, so we can just raise the front slightly to keep it even with the back.
Perfect.
Stops anything catching or anything.
Right, okay.
And then we're also doing a service as well, aren't we?
We are doing this as well. Are me and you going to do that? Surely that's something we could do. You're now panicking because you could potentially get your hands dirty.
Because Jordan actually has got the wrong spark plugs.
Jordan.
He's got an N55 spark plugs instead of B58, but I will go and grab the right spark plugs.
Schoolboy.
Can't get a start.
We'll get him sacked. We'll get Lewis on it. These are the correct ones. Yeah. Upgraded spark plugs for the B58 NGK, so they usually come with champion plugs at stock. You can't fit Bosch, but these are upgraded.
These are extra sparky, yeah?
Extra sparky for extra sparkiness.
So amongst loads of other jobs, there is one that I can definitely do, and that is drop the oil out of this. That was only 1 bolt, but I've got to be honest, that oil did look pretty fresh. I was quite happy with that. So yeah, that means that Craig, you're definitely not driving it hard enough, mate. Can you have a look at the brakes on this and see what you think?
Yeah, looks like I am already, doesn't it?
You're saying that there's plenty of meat left on these, plenty of life left in the brakes. However, we are about to go stage 2 plus, so about 460, 470 horsepower, and M4 handling mods and all that kind of stuff. So you would probably recommend to upgrade the brakes. Maybe a set of what, DS2500s?
These 2500s, they seem to be the go-to on these at the minute. They do perform really, really well.
Okay.
Like I say, there's nothing wrong with them specifically, but you shouldn't neglect the brakes if you're going that sort of power. You're doing everything else. You need to tie everything else in with it. You've got to stop the damn thing at the end of the day.
Right, so what I'll do is I'm going to speak to Craig and see if I can get some more money out of him for you, mate. Jordan is absolutely motoring along, right? The 2 front subframe bushes are in, and the diff mounting bushes, whatever they are, I don't know. Them ones up there as well. And now he's motoring along getting the rear ones done, the ones at the back, aren't you, mate?
I sure am.
On your face there, can you still see?
Yeah, you're golden, mate.
So yeah, they're going in the back there, happy days. I've literally just convinced Craig as well to go for uprated brakes. Said, let's just do it, 2-piece discs, grooved with DS2500 pads. Gotta be honest, if there's one thing I love doing, it's spending other people's money. I think it's brilliant.
There we go. Yeah, let it off.
When you start doing stuff yourself, people panic that you're after the job, so it's alright, Jordan, I'll let you do it, mate.
Mate, we need a third tech.
And I definitely don't want to be that third technician. However, if there is anybody that watches these videos that want to be a PerformanceM technician, apply within. Send your email to PerformanceM, Shaq, or whatever his email address is, and say, I'm a dead good technician, me. Give me a job. So the lads are panicking a little bit now because they keep adding stuff to the job, but the actual amount of time they've got to do it isn't getting any bigger either. So they're all running around trying to get this boxed off.
Well, these original ones are 2-piece anyway, as you can see here.
Yeah.
Where they're riveted on.
Yeah.
So there's companies out there who are doing single-piece brake discs. As an upgrade, they're not an upgrade. They're heavier than stock brake discs.
Really?
Ours will be slightly lighter than stock brake discs.
Okay.
The difference between a single piece and a 2-piece is it's aluminium belt.
Nice.
And that saves weight.
Okay.
Which is unsprung weight is what you want.
Which is it for 4 2-piece brake discs for this car?
It works out around about, I think if I remember correctly, about £700. I think it is.
You have to go like that. You have to go.
Yeah. It's about £700 if I remember correctly.
About £700
yeah.
for 4?
Yeah, it's about that. Yeah. The new obviously pads we'd recommend is usually for all those. But we have just brought out a range of PBS brake pads as well, which are getting rave reviews for these. So it's another set that we'll be selling with this kit in the future.
Just put new oil in it, and we're going to be taking the scuttle panel off and high pressure fuel pump and obviously the spark plugs and all that kind of stuff, so that's going to be getting done this afternoon now. Meanwhile, if you are new to the channel, you're probably wondering why we're in Awesome, but I'm talking about PerformanceM, and PerformanceM are in Awesome. And you probably won't know if you are new to the channel, if you're unfamiliar with Awesome GTI as well, is that Awesome are actually moving next door to the unit next door, and I'll take you around there and show you. And this is the new Awesome unit. And it really is awesome. Look at that. So yeah, that gives you a bit of an idea. And that is the reason why, because PerformanceM are going to take over the unit next door, which is currently Awesome, because Awesome are moving into here.
So when you go beyond stage 2, like
Yeah.
stage 2 is pushing your fuel pump.
Right.
And it's at about the end of its limit. So as you increase boost, you need more fuel.
Yeah.
So you get a crash in the fuel pumps where they just can't keep up. So this stops them doing that. I think these are good for like 550 foot-pounds of torque, 560. I think beyond that they're going to struggle a little maybe.
Okay. We've got brakes going on here, so you've managed to get that disc off in the end.
Finally off that.
Big hammer. That's that one. That's the old disc. The new 2 pieces. There's loads of noise going on here. Jed, Give it a rest, lad. What's up with you? You're just going to swear then, weren't you? The disc are being made up whilst Lewis there is cleaning everything up. I'd say that's full.
Do you reckon it's full? I'm not sure.
We've got Duke Nukem over here. New fuel pump is in position. What's next, Jordan?
Plugs.
Spark plugs.
Yeah, makes sense.
Is that a job for me, that, or what? So there you are, yours truly took the old spark plugs out and put the new ones in. All torqued up to spec, job done. Next job on this car is a downpipe. Now, my friend Craig did say I don't want complete and utter ASBO, so I said, well, a decatted downpipe's the way to go then, isn't it? But we do have a bit of decorum and we are going to keep the resonators in, which I think obviously that is the centre res by the looks of it, and then you see the big back box. I thought this had two, is that technically a resonator as well? I don't know.
Yeah. What is the vehicle?
440i. Why is it here? I'm just working on it, I don't know what it is. What's up here?
Because I think it's late 18s have an OPF on them.
Right. What are where are the resonators in this? Why do I sound like a fucking... So that's obviously one.
That's one.
Centre res. Oh right, okay, so that is a resonator. I thought I was tripping out then for a minute.
No, so that's a
keep
resonator, and then on OPF cars, that's an OPF instead.
Right, we're not complete enough to chav, so we are keeping these in, aren't we? But now we're on to getting the decatted downpipe, because like I said, my mate didn't want ASBO, so we went for a decat, didn't we? He gave me the choice of what to do, so that was what I was going to do. I'll leave that little thing in there. Decat is in, obviously, because we didn't want to go too loud, and coilover's next, yeah?
Yeah.
Here's another job for me that I can definitely do. So I went and put the panel filter in, and Jordan's replacing the airbox, putting that back in. No problem, mate. I'll let you do that, mate.
Mate, you've done enough. You rest.
What's this here?
So BMW servicing is an online record. You've not got books and stamps anymore.
Yeah.
So to update your online history, you have to do it via genuine BMW tooling.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it doesn't work and it gets deleted, and it's just a bad day. So we've got approved genuine BM diagnostics.
Which is this?
Tooling. Yeah.
This badger here.
This is ISTA. So this is what the dealership would use, this is what we use, and it makes sure that your service history is safe and stays on there.
Because I practically did the service on this, and you're saying that is BMW authorised, does that cement my BMW trained certified certificate technician?
Apprentice.
Even though it's not that hard to do what we do, yeah, sure, yeah. Okay.
So there you go, Craig, only the best for you, mate. For 130 horsepower, to unlock that in this B58 engine, what is it you need exactly?
A pump, a downpipe and a panel filter. That is about it.
That is literally it.
A lot of potential in these.
So I did ask my friend Craig, I said, do you want grooved, like sweeping grooves, or do you want the hook design, or what is it that you want? And he said hook, he's gone for hook. So that is exactly what this machine's going to do now. Go.
Press it, Benji.
Oh, I'm going, this is me. For those who say I don't do anything on this channel, how long does this take?
It's 5-6 minutes per side.
From what I can tell, this arm here, that looks like it's pushed this forward, is that right or not?
It's pushed it forward and it'll push the bottom out, give you more camber.
Okay.
And then the front arm will just drag it forward a little bit more. And yeah, you gain a little bit of caster, a little bit of camber, and it just allows us to give it a fast road setup. Yeah, it feels more direct, it's more manageable.
Original arm off the car, new arm.
New arm.
So these go M3, M4.
And that is narrower there.
Yeah, so you'll see on here, compared to the original arm, how much narrower they are.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, you see that?
Got it.
So we have a guy who makes these spaces for us.
We've all got a guy.
We all got a guy.
But this is one that makes spaces.
It is, yeah. So these are billet spaces.
Okay.
And they go in between on the arm. So on this side here, which is what he's doing at the moment, the thicker one will go on the inside.
Okay.
And the thinner one
Got you.
on the outside here.
And this is a bespoke made for you thing.
It is a bespoke made for us thing, yeah. So it's a full kit we sell. So we don't just sell the arms, we'll sell the spacer kit. And also the other thing is on the adjuster, we have to put a different ball on this side here.
Oh, okay.
So then you can use the original adjuster for the headlight.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, yeah, so we sell it as a kit on the website. For
And how
everything.
much is that?
$395.
On your drive?
You can fit it.
There are the M4 arms. The M4 arms. Tell me about your bell.
Beg your pardon?
So this is the one that Craig went for, and your machine's just done this. That took what, 15 minutes, would you say?
Yeah, roughly about that.
Yeah, that looks good, that. Looks
Thanks very
really
much.
good.
I drew that.
No problem. One corner completely done. DS2500 pads in the back, plus the hook discs. Look brilliant. You can see the subframe bushes just there, shiny new discs. The pads, are the rear pads DS2500 as well?
Yeah, yes.
Right. So DS2500 all around, so the rear pads are in, nice shiny new ST shock, springs, rear subframe mount. I even know what I'm pointing at now. Usually I just go, that's a bit of a mount, and that spring does some stuff, and then, but now I'm actually learning and knowing what I'm talking about. Lewis, you've got some advice for our friends on YouTube, haven't you, about your pins, what you say, mate?
Always clean your pins.
Clean your pins, is that for the next person?
That's for the next person, or yourself.
These are some of the best spacers I've ever used. Should this be a little bit neater maybe? I'm getting this everywhere, aren't I? These I've got on the Cupra, and no joke, they're some of the best spacers I've ever used, and the biggest thing is that locator screw there. To get wheels on and off, dead easy. Well worth it.
DS2500 pads.
DS2500 pads, and the well, obviously because it's on the bell, we can say that it is in. The discs are in conjunction with VBT, so the PerformanceM stroke VBT.
Yeah, we work with VBT.
That front, you say, is going to drop a little bit.
Yeah, you'll probably get about 5 mil back off that.
That looks mint. The back is sat perfect. That's absolutely bang on. That is perfect.
Yeah, I've done a few.
Looks miles better. Craig, what I have got to say is, I don't know if the camera's picking this up, but have you been cleaning this car with a brick or what? James waxing away would sort you right. And look at the state of this. The swirls on that is shocking. James, give him a shout, mate, sort that out. Look at this. Stealing your thunder, how do you feel about that?
Pretty hurt, mate. Pretty hurt.
I probably need a hand with this, actually.
The bit we've all been waiting for. So this same road, the last time we came down here, this road sort of undulates quite a bit, and it was really sort of boaty, but now it feels so much more planted. Before, you sort of like feel a bit seasick, but these coilovers, honestly, the STXs, were they? Yeah. For the price and the quality of them, the dampening, the ride's really, really good. I mean, obviously you can go 2-3 times more expensive, but I'm really impressed with these. Sat perfect, if you ask me that. As you can see, these guys don't use the laser thing, whatever it's called. They use proper string. So everything's set up now from the front. You see the string running front to back. So Jordan's going to start at the back of the car and adjust some stuff under there, and then work his way to the front of the car and adjust some stuff in there. Jack, what's this device here, mate?
This, we're measuring camber.
Okay.
And the back wheels.
Short
currently.
So what are we at there?
They're currently 2.26.
We're going for about 15, 16 degrees.
60, yeah, we want 20 degrees.
20 degrees?
Yeah, we want proper stance.
So what is this technical piece of equipment here?
This is the best tool you're going to need for measuring toe.
Right.
This is at the back of the rim, this is in the front of the rim.
Yeah, what, to the string, I'm guessing?
To the string, yeah.
Right.
Don't do that to the string though. Back of the rim.
Yeah.
There's obviously, this is bang on in the middle of the wheel.
Yeah.
So we
same,
get that
same the other side as well.
Yeah, and then we measure the front of the rim.
Yeah.
And from that, from the distance between the two, we can then measure the angle of the actual toe.
Angle.
Yeah, so we obviously, it's trigonometry, but I've got an app on the phone.
Oh. This was the last person I was expecting to start talking technical about stuff, I'll be honest here.
I've got a technical background.
You're forgetting, I've been out for pints with you. You're forgetting. Fast road setup, is that what you went for?
Yeah.
Can you explain to me what you've done to make it good?
No. So we've added a little toe to the rear, just to help it at, like, stabilising at high speed.
Yeah.
A little bit of camber on the rear, just helps stabilising in high speed. And then the front, you get extra camber from the arms anyway.
Okay.
So you get 2.5, 2.6 degrees of camber on the front, which is a really good place to be with it. And the toe on the front was set less than the rear for tow.
Yeah.
And it'll help. It just helps the rear end follow you around corners, and you can really tuck it in and feel it. It's great.
The effect you get is obviously if you have too much, if you have more and more camber, you have less and less stability going forward, so less grip. So, but then when you're turning in, you get more grip. So you have to find a fine balance between it having grip going forward and also having grip when turning. So this is why we do like a fast road geo. You can have a track setup, which is much more aggressive. We can have a road setup, which is what we tend to do in the laser.
Right, so now the car's gone on the dyno. Come on, Jed. Right, Smiler. Listen, I know you've been gagging to get in this video all day. I've seen it. What we're saying, so this car, horsepower, it should be between...
Who's tuning it?
Yeah. Oh, don't be like that. What are we saying?
Like 460.
460, you're saying 460. What are we saying?
462.
462.
472.
472. This is the owner of the car, Craig. You are very ambitious. How many horsepowers?
470.
470. Bang on the nose.
And I can stop when it gets that. So.
Oh yeah, you're the cheater.
475.
478.
What do we get for a win?
Jordan says he'll buy you a breakfast.
Yeah, as if that's going to happen.
I'm going for 465 bhp.
465, very reserved.
And 522.3 foot-pounds of torque.
Wow. What are we up to now, George?
Just flashing the gearbox software, mate. XHP stage 3. There's no point doing anything else. It's the same cost and no hardware.
Is this a torque converter gearbox?
Technically, no. But we'll up the torque limits anyway, so you would get the same effects as what you would do with an older style gearbox, Matt. We're upping the clamping pressures, removing the torque limits, and it makes your shift speeds pretty much instant.
So the tune's been flashed onto this car now, and the gearbox tune has also been flashed onto the car. We're ready to go. We are literally just booting up the dyno computer. My guess is going to be 474 horsepower.
So we've got our base file on. Unlike a lot of flash tuners, with the car on a dyno, we have what we're tuning set up and we do date logs. So we're going to be checking on the base file how the car's running, checking all the parameters, and from there we can make adjustments to what we feel the car can take safely, or if there's any issues that we see, we can see that all from the logs. $170 when you're on a dyno doesn't feel that bad, does it?
No, it felt fairly undramatic then, mate. Tweaks to be made, but it was okay?
Yeah, good. Yeah, the fuel's using is decent. We get really mixed results with E-Power. Momentums we find really consistent.
So this is run number 2. Third and final run. Can you put your foot all the way to the floor this time, Jordan, please, mate, if that's all right?
Who is this kid we're keeping by?
I've just jumped in with the owner of the car, Craig. Hi, mate.
Hi.
And with Jordan Sheets. So I've got 2 absolute mutes on video with me here. So
I've done enough speaking for one day.
So this is going to feel rather sprightly.
Them brakes are spongy though. Well, not spongy, but they're not bedded in.
Not bedded in yet. So you can see, just from the ladies and gentlemen at home, we've even updated the clock. So that was going round to, what was it, 320 horse?
Yeah.
And now it's going round to 480. Based on that very short passenger ride, are you happy?
I am looking forward to the drive home.
I'm gonna do another little one.
It's definitely hot.
Very, very happy with that.
Happy with Jordan's creation?
Jordan's amazing, and this is what we're about. Get a car, standard, can handle, average power, comes out, total animal, can hit a corner hard, very, very stable, and loads of confidence, isn't it? You can jump and that,
really
hit a corner hard.
But then
full
it
of
still
confidence.
looks, well,
This is a proper
That is
sleeper.
a standard 440i, isn't it? So it still looks, well, a 420i looks the same as that, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can tell. You can't tell the difference.
So yeah, happy days. You happy?
I'm very, very happy with that.
Right, you've got to pay the bill.
And I'm going
now,
to say
mate.
out there, I prefer this over my M4.
Yeah, I've got to go.
That's
pay
going to
for
get
it
me
now.
some haters, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a great sales tactic. That, well done, mate.
I think it ran once at 471, once at 468 and a half, so you'd probably say it's about 470-ish horsepower, and 525 foot-pound, which is about 710-ish newton meters, which is absolutely rapid. What have we gone? What did we start with on this car?
We started off with major service.
And what did that include?
That includes spark plugs, air filter, but we upgraded to MMR panel filter, our cabin filter, engine oil, and oil filter, full inspection.
How much was that?
380. We then did the brakes, so we've gone for the upgraded 2-piece hooked brake disc with DS2 final brake pads. All that fitted 1,360. ST coilovers, front M3 arms, rear power flex bushes, and a string alignment as well. So all the suspension upgrades we're fitting is 2070, so 2070.
Okay.
String alignment is 150.
Yeah.
And then we added some spacers as well, which was 175. With power, so in this particular case, we did a decap, a fuel pump, the MOR panel filter, which we did part of the service. Did that fitted with the ECU tune, custom dyno tune, and XHP stage 3 on the gearbox. All that total price is 1,650.
So what's the total cost of that now?
Doing all my sums in my head, about 5,600.
What cars would this generally apply to?
All this, I mean, you could do on a 140, 240, 340, 440, across that range. All these parts will fit on that car.
Okay.
Also, bear in mind, we fit a D-cat. We also do a sports cat as well
Okay.
on that, which is slightly a bit more expensive.
If anybody on my channel, if anybody's watching this and he was like, oh, that sounds good, I fancy a bit more power, or I fancy some better brakes or handling mods, whatever.
And you're going to come with discount.
Yes.
This is what we're going on with.
Evil GT 99. So for 99% off, Evil GT 99. You heard it here first, isn't that right, Shaq?
99% to me, 1% discount to you guys, yes.
Do we actually have a bit of a discount?
Yeah, we can, yeah. So we can offer an extra further 10% off in any of them packages.
Do they need to call you up
They
specifically
do.
and
Yeah.
say, I've watched it on the channel, can you make sure you sort us out?
And Shaq is a GOAT. And Jordan is a legend, is what they have to say.
Absolutely. Perfect. Have you enjoyed that 2 days with me?
I thoroughly have actually.
He doesn't get enough
been
credit,
cool.
Jordan, because the issue is he's not on social media.
No,
He
he's
doesn't
not,
get
no.
enough credit for the hard work he puts in all the cars, but does an amazing job.
Smash that, mate.
Thank you, mate.
You can
It was
go
good
on
fun.
now if you want. Sounds so much better than it before. I'll see you later.
See you later. Thank you very much.
Ciao, mate. 2 days of graft spent with the PerformanceM guys. What are you laughing at? 2 days of graft? Maybe not by This is the cheek that I get from the people here at Awesome and PerformanceM and VBT, as you can see just over my shoulder there. But it's been good. We've completely transformed my mate's car. See you later, fellas. Uncle Alan's off, and so is Jamie. Behave yourselves, people. The Awesome boys. And yeah, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do consider subscribing and liking the video and sharing if you can get a chance to share. But hopefully, if you guys have got a similar car, 140i, 240i, whatever, and you're looking at handling mods or performance mods or better brakes, whatever it may be, give these guys a shout. Evil GT10, you heard it from Shaq, there's a bit of discount there and he's tight as cramp, so I've done well there really for you guys. So thank you very much and I'll see you on the next one.